Welcome to Trippin, where we explore top 10 travel destinations. Today we're looking at the top 10 restaurants in Paris. Paris has reclaimed its status as one of the world's favorite cities to eat. The French capital is bustling with a brilliant constellation of restaurants these days, including a bevy of openings that show off how deliciously cosmopolitan it's become. Key is maybe the best ramen shop in town. Young French Malian chef Maurice Sacco cooks stunningly original dishes at Mosu. There's also been a renaissance of Paris's long-established gastronomic landscape, with traditional bistros, brasseries, and stylish restaurants serving classic French cooking made famous by Chef Auguste Escoffier. 10. Commerce. The bulk of Paris's famed haute cuisine is fiscally out of reach for many. However, Michelin-starred Commerce, headed by Canadian chef Noam Gedeloff and sommelier Ethelia Hananova, the two are married, is an indulgence that won't completely melt your credit card. The look strikes a similar balance, elegant but relaxed, with striking arrangements from a renowned local florist. Hananova's wine list, which features lesser-known wines from around the world, is terrific, as is Gedeloff's light, inventive contemporary French cooking. Try the duck foie gras with hazelnuts, strawberries, balsamic and black pepper, or the roast chicken with polenta, wild mushrooms, and a salad of wild herbs. 9. Prunier. Founded in 1872 by Albert Prunier, this restaurant near the Arc de Triomphe has always epitomized Parisian chic and the city's avid love of the best quality seafood, including the caviar that Prunier started producing on farms in the Aquitaine region in 1921. Most recently owned by the late Pierre Berga, co-founder of the Yves Saint Laurent fashion house, Prunier's new proprietors hired chef Yannick Aleno, who earned 3 Michelin stars at Pavillon Ledoyen, to reboot the restaurant's menu. Seated among the landmark Art Deco decor, be sure to try dishes like the O of Christian Dior, a coddled egg on a bed of ham aspic in caviar speckled cream, Langoustine's carpaccio with geranium and caviar, and the Sole Meunier. 8. Le Bistro Flaubert. Originally founded in the 1980s by Chef Michael Roasting, this cozy bistro with flea market decor has been taken over by Chef Nicolas Baumann and one of the most innovative restaurateurs in Paris right now, financier Stéphane Manigault. Korean-born chef Sukwan Young, who used to work with Roasting, leads the kitchen, and his Asian spin on French bistro cooking has made this one of the most interesting and satisfying restaurants in Western Paris. Expect dishes like Korean beef tartare with avocado mousse and puffed rice and lumach, snail-shaped pasta with rabbit confit, red curry, and kimchi. The Prix Fix lunch is a real bargain in an expensive part of Paris. 7. Restaurant Armand Nicolas. With excellent handmade pates, sausages, and terrines, award-winning charcutier and chef Arnaud Nicolas has revived an ancient branch of French gastronomy. The space, on a leafy avenue in the silk-stocking 7th arrondissement, is decorated with exposed stone walls, a beamed ceiling, and battleship gray moldings, roasts and meat pies, Gallic pleasures that date back at least to the Middle Ages, figure as first courses, before an evolving menu filled with seasonal produce. Nicolas shows off his style with turbot, cooked with cep mushrooms, salmon calibiac for 2, beef cheek braised with carrots and red wine, veal sweetbreads with Girol's mushrooms, and a luscious chocolate souffle. 6. Chez à la Mijaine. Chef Stéphane Gigo's heaving Left Bank Bistro is perpetually packed. Like so few other Parisian chefs, Gigot knows how to deliver beautiful traditional French bistro food, modernized with tweaks so subtle most people won't even notice. He's barely touched the 1930 space since taking it over nearly 2 decades ago from a Basque rugby pub. The earthy dishes, often inspired by southwestern French farmhouse food, are so deeply satisfying you won't mind the occasionally slow service or boisterous regulars. The menu includes Parmesan soup with cabbage and bonito flakes, roasted pigeon with thyme and garlic, roast lamb with smoked oregano, and light and fluffy rice pudding. 5. Restaurant David Toutain. After working with Alain Passard and Marc Veyrat, David Toutain first wowed Paris at Agape Substance in Saint-Germain. Now he has his own place, and is constantly changing tasting menus, which range from 70 to 250 euros. Deliver some of the boldest and most interesting food in Paris. Think dishes like seared foie gras in baked potato bouillon with black truffles, a monochromatic white composition of cuttlefish with uva, and nearly translucent Parmesan gnocchi, seasoned with the juice extracted from cooking the cheese at very low temperatures for hours. 4. Larpage. Okay, it costs a freaking fortune, but the vegetarian dishes cooked by 3 Michelin-starred Chef Alain Passard often come as close to nirvana as Paris can deliver for vegetarians. They're so good that accompanying non-vegetarians will be tempted, although fish and meat are also on the menu. Passard's vegetables come from his own organic farm, and what you'll get depends on what's available at the time. A sample of Passard's talent with the bounty of the garden includes dishes like ratatouille stuffed ravioli with an infusion of purple basil and a vol au vent puff pastry filled with baby peas, turnips, and snow peas in a sauce spiked with Côte du Jura wine. It's worth pointing out that people have strong feelings about Larpage. The restaurant has its share of critics. 3. Josephine Chaise du Monet. With its lace curtains, cut glass room dividers, and bent wood chairs, this century-old bistro is why you put up with all those terrible hours in economy class to get to Paris. The Beau of Bourguignon is the best in the city. The dish is a testament to Gallic genius, calling for slowly simmering meat to create a flavor-rich sauce for the juices. You must book in advance, and don't miss the Grand Marnier souffle for dessert either. 2. Mosouk. In a year of lockdowns, young chef Maurice Sacco was one of the stars of 2020 for the originality of his intriguing African-French-Japanese cooking in Montparnasse. The son of Malian immigrants to France, he grew up in the suburbs eating African dishes made by his mother and American fast food for an occasional treat. At a job at a big Paris luxury hotel, he discovered his fascination with cooking and went on to work with 2 Michelin-star chef Thierry Marx, a Japanophile who taught Sacco to love Japanese ingredients and techniques. Expect dishes like lobster and miso sauce with smoked pepper and lacto-fermented tomato, sole seasoned with togarashi sashimi, and lovage cooked inside of a banana leaf and served. With a side of atique, a couscous-like preparation of dried fermented cassava pulp. The name of the restaurant derives from the names of the chef and one of his heroes, Yasouk, the first and only African samurai, an emancipated Mozambican slave who lived in 16th century Kyoto. Before we get to our number 1 pick, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get new updates from Trippin. If you travel to these places, tell us about your experience in the comment section below. 1. L'Assiette. It is quiet, hardworking, limelight-shunning chefs like David Rathgibber who make Paris such an enduringly terrific food city. He took over this locally famous restaurant, previously helmed by a flamboyant chef named Lulu, who charmed the likes of late President François Mitterrand and other celebrities, and has made it one of the city's best bistros. It's well worth the trek to the quiet 14th arrondissement for his deft take on traditional dishes like pork knuckle roulettes with foie gras and a superb cassoulet. The menu also offers lighter fare, including sea bream tartare with green tomato and coriander juice, and cuttlefish carbonara. The creme caramel is nothing short of epic. Thank you for watching Trippin, your top 10 destination travel channel for vacation, lifestyle, and fun experiences. Check out more videos